This is Lance Johns, legendary driver and Love Ain't More Baby. I'm probably go get a lot of hate doing this video, but 10 reasons not to live in Phoenix. And I'll probably do one. The Glenna video is gonna basically be the same stuff, but I'm gonna change it up a little bit. But it probably is the same stuff I talk about. But I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna keep this paper and just modify what I say about Phoenix. Just what Glendale is different and I just modify it. But I'm gonna go back to the picture. So this is a picture of Phoenix. Phoenix has a lack of season. They have summer, of course. It does get cold a little bit in the wintertime, but not for long. They have a springtime, but the fall and spring is pretty much the cooling down period. But the fall will still be hot, it'll cool down, then winter it'll cool down a little bit. But the weather is basically, you basically can wear shorts all year pretty much. Maybe like 60s, 70s, maybe up to 80. Oh, excuse me. The low will probably be like 50, when it's not hot. I know wintertime it can get like freezing, but it's not gonna be for long, Then springtime it starts to get hot, and then around May it gets like hot. Like it'll get hot, and then they have like days to where it's like 100 degrees like every day, 115, some days 120. It don't usually get, it probably can get a little hot in there, but it don't usually get like past 120 if it does get hot like that. But that's one thing you gotta watch for. You gotta drink a lot of water and stuff when you be out there. But it does get super hot. It does get super hot. But that's kind of what I talked about in like another issue. But the lack of four seasons, that landscape is no diversity is overrated. You have to go to like Flagstaff, Sedona, Prescott, Payson, to get away from the desert, because the desert all looks the same, cactus everywhere, rocks and stuff, no grass. You basically got to go to like North Arizona, outside the desert, to see different weather. And like I was saying, the hot weather, number 3, the hot red weather, like 100 to 120 plus, the animals, they have to wear like shoes on their feet because it'll burn their paws or feet or whatever. You can cook an egg on the street, it's that hot. And also you gotta keep your car water, the cooling, you gotta keep a lot of cooling in there. You got your car, you gotta keep the oil up and stuff, because it gets hot and everything. Your car can get hot, especially if you run AC. Your car can like overheat and everything. I know that you have to drink a lot of water. The water is hard in Arizona, so you may have to get a softener. You can't stand the hard water. You may get a softener. I know you take a bath and everything. You'll feel refreshed, taking a bath, but then the water will be hard. You got to put on lotion and stuff. It's so hot and everything. You wear shoes, your feet be hot, sweat or whatever. A lot of people wear sandals and stuff because it's just so hot and everything. A lot of people stay indoors. They only go out if they have to, besides going to work, whatever. A lot of people come out. They come out at nighttime because it's just so hot during the day. Even nighttime be unbearable, but the sun be down, so you can deal with it, a little more. You just have to drink a lot of water. And like I said, the water, if you're not used to the water, it can like break out your skin and everything. Cause it broke out my skin when I first moved to Arizona. My hands and feet and stuff was peeling, It was my body had to get used to the water. and you gotta keep your car keep like the window crack, cause it's so hot and your dashboard can like crack. I never had a cracked dashboard, but it can crack, it can peel, and you do all that. Um, yeah, high energy bills. Um, yeah, since it's hot and everything, you be drinking more water. If you take more baths and everything, so your water can be high. Um, huh, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, people fight over the cars at the supermarket. They fight over cover parking. They fight over spaces because it's so hard because they try and get in the store, get out. Um, it's just it's just terrible in summertime. And then with the weather, they have monsoons, they have dust storms. They say phone clouds be in the dust storms. The dust storms can like cause you to have a wreck. It can like crack your windshield. So that's one thing about the weather that's terrible. You basically, if you're driving, you need to park and wait it out. Cause the dust storm, you can like have an accident because you can't see. And the prices are increasing like other cities because a lot of people are moving in from California and from New York and stuff. So a lot of people are moving. It's causing everything to go up because of minimum wage. Everything is going up. It's getting more expensive. Pretty soon, it's gonna be expensive like California and New York. And they do have like creepy crawlers, creepy animals, um, like snakes, rattlesnakes, poison snakes, scorpions, lizards, javelinas, tarantulas, rats, mountain lions, bats, cockroaches, coyotes, coyotes will eat your cat and dog and other animals. So you just have to be careful about the critters and stuff. I mean, I never seen a snake. I never seen a scorpion. I heard stories. I know I had a friend. They used to work at Savers. He had his work shoes at work, and then he ended up getting bit by a scorpion because it was in his shoe, and he had to like leave for a day because the pain was like terrible. But yeah, but anytime you put on shoes, just always shake your shoe. I mean, I never had a scorpion in my apartment. I had a lizard come in my apartment, but I guess it crawled out because I couldn't, because it was moving fast. I was trying to get out of my apartment, but I just said fuck it. I just left it alone. I think it left. But I was living with a roommate at a time, and he could have found it and like got out the house because if it was a snake, I would have called animal control because I only had one deal with a snake when I was collecting cans, and I stopped collecting like outside cans because the snake was in the can, and I had to end up killing the snake. It was a baby snake though, but that was the only time I had to deal with a snake. But just be careful living in Arizona or any desert like state like Nevada, because we have the same issues pretty much. The pools are expensive to build and maintain. I want to get my computer. The chemicals, the maintenance, the expense, the testing, etc. It costs like $2,000 a month to maintain your pool. I'm glad I don't have one. All the areas and things pretty much look like except for Sunny Slope and downtown, but it's pretty much have the Adobe style house, the Southwestern style house. It basically have like here, San Diego, Tucson, Las Vegas, they pretty much have the same style. I didn't really see that in Kingman. They probably do, but Kingman just seemed different. You know, it's desert, but it just seemed like a different type of desert than Phoenix. It's probably more like Las Vegas. And then since Phoenix is getting populated, um, homes are getting smaller. They're building like 2-story homes instead of spreading out the yard. They're building smaller yards and building everything up. And a house is costing like $36,000. Yeah, no, $360,000 or more to buy a house in Phoenix. Rent is also going up. I lived in a place. I paid $600 before I moved there, Villa Ventura. The same apartment will cost $1,000 or more. So that's ridiculous. Everything's going up. Um, they have bad traffic there. You know, a lot of the streets are not 7 lanes like in Las Vegas. The streets are like 7 lanes, pretty much all of them, except for a few streets. Phoenix only have 5, 6 lane streets. 7th Street, 7th Avenue have reverse lanes because of traffic. Bell and Grand are probably the biggest streets there, besides other streets like in like the other cities. It's parts of streets that's big and then they narrow down. Like 7th Street is big in some areas and it narrows down. It then widens up. 9th Avenue, it widens up in some areas, but the area is mostly 6 lanes. Same thing with 7th Street. It's 6 lanes, but it widens up in some areas. 16th Street widen up some areas. Same thing with 35th. They widen up at intersections, but after the intersection, the lane like narrows back down. The same thing with 51st and all the other streets. They widen up in certain areas, but they narrow down some areas. This the same but and then I know parts of Thunderbird and Greenway they widen up, but they narrow down some areas. I know that like Glendale Avenue widens up in some areas and narrows down, and then it's parts of streets that when they go by a shopping center they like to widen up and then they'll narrow back down. But Phoenix needs to have bigger streets for the traffic. They need 7 lane streets all the way down. All the way down, all the way up and down, all the way across. They need 7 lane streets because the traffic is getting bearable. The freeways are narrow. They're making the freeways bigger. It seems like the lanes are getting narrow. It's just crazy, you know, how they got to have like narrow streets like that. I know since marijuana is legal, you smell it everywhere. See the dispensary, see advertisement, and then that basically prices going up. Yeah, that's basically it for that. And crime is bad in certain areas of Phoenix, like South Phoenix is bad. Central Phoenix it can be a little sketchy. East Phoenix by the airport can be a little sketchy. West Phoenix is probably nicer. But yeah, like North Phoenix is like safer. Northwest Phoenix is basically Glendale. West Phoenix is probably safer. I know Maryborough. It may be sketchy in some areas. I don't know about all areas, but I heard Maryborough can be sketchy too. But I never seen it myself. And like Central Phoenix, it can be sketchy in there, and then like Sunny Slope, it's like an older area, it can be sketchy. But it's other parts of Phoenix metro area that could be sketchy in some areas, maybe like Mesa and stuff. But that's basically it for that. And then sorry. And then it's a lot of people that do meth and live in Phoenix. because they come Walmart all the time and steal stuff all the time. The people that was on meth, and there's people that's on the opioids a lot. There's a lot of homeless people in Phoenix, especially by the light rail. That can like cause a lot of problems. The homeless people and people on drugs, so can cause a lot of problems. But that's basically it. Like, share, subscribe, button, notification, comment below. You see something, say don't afraid to speak out. Watch for the chance. If so, just wear a mask, come out, cough, sneeze again. Let John drop love more, baby. I'll probably get backlash for the video, but thank you and have a good day.